Hello, wrestling fans. It's Monday. Welcome to TNA Today. JB, Jeremy Borash with you here from Orlando, Florida. And who else are we going to have on this edition of TNA Today? And my guest at this time, Austin Aries. Let me be the 10,000th person to congratulate you in person, the 1 millionth online to congratulate you for your win.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say I might be trending. Or
You've been trending for about the last half hour here. We were just getting done with the show. Aries just won the world heavyweight title, and I got to tell you, man, what a night! What a night for you. Give me your thoughts.
It's been a roller coaster, man. I mean, you take the last 18 months of my life, and I've had lows, I've climbed, and now I'm here at the high. You know, I walked in this company 12 months ago, exactly. And basically, I came in here and I made a lot of boasts. I bragged about a lot of stuff. But tonight I proved that if I say it, it turns to gold. Everything that I've said since I've stepped in here, I've done, and I'll continue to do that to the best of my ability. And I'll be honest, I don't know that it's completely sunk in yet. As a competitor, you have a goal in front of you, you go out, you accomplish it. And I think that as the night wears on, tomorrow comes, I think this is all going to come into perspective, and it's going to be a little surreal, to be honest.
And certainly, let me ask you this: when that moment happened, when the referee's hand hit the mat for the 3 count, give me your immediate what goes through your mind at that instant, at that moment, when you realize it's actually happened.
Holy.
Yeah,
I did it. I mean, listen. I call myself the greatest man that ever lived, and I always say part of that is, no matter how convinced you are of something, you can never, ever, ever be 100% sure in anything in life. You can be 99.9% sure, but only a fool says things are certain, because anything can happen. And I've watched Bobby Roode for 7 months pull rabbits out of the hat and always find a way to keep the belt around his waist. So while I had all the confidence in the world I'd get the job done, until that hand hit the mat for the 3 count, it wasn't a reality. But once it was a reality, the flood of emotions from the very first day of wrestling camp in a small little garage, up in Minnesota, to having to wrestle, for my first major championship right after my grandmother passed away, to my time here before, which was a little rocky, my departure here, the things I've done since, coming back here with no promises, no guarantees, just an opportunity, and to take that opportunity and make the absolute most of it. It's been a crazy ride for the last 12 years. This is obviously what we all shoot to obtain. And now that I have it, now that I've got this here, boys, men, it's going to be like hell getting it away from me, let me tell you that.
I got a lot of a response from our brethren back home. Yes, we're both from Minneapolis, and I got to introduce you from Tampa, because that's where you live now, and that's your lifestyle.
Soaking up the sun on the beach.
Soaking up the sun, and if you've been to Minnesota and Tampa in the winter,
no
you
beach.
Probably prefer Tampa.
Absolutely.
But growing up in that area and having an appreciation for the world champions, the Nick Bockwinkel's of that era,
sure.
Of course, guys that you watched growing up.
Sure.
What kind of a champion are you going to be?
I've tried to carry myself like a champion since the first day I walked in this company. I try to present myself. I try to dress like a champion. I know the things I do outside of the ring when I'm not here, I'm doing to prepare to be a champion. I'm just a guy who has the utmost respect for the wrestling business, for everyone that's come before me that's allowed me to do the things that I do today. So I'm going to carry this with prestige and respect, and I'm going to, every time I step in that ring, people know that I'm going to leave it all on the line. I'm going to leave everything I have in that ring. And if someone can beat me, then they truly are a great man, because I'm the greatest man that ever lived.
Last question, because I know there's a party waiting here for you, a big celebration.
5 minutes, ladies.
You had a pretty emotional speech with some of your friends in the locker room that have been there for you from the get-go.
Sure.
I want to know who's been blowing up your phone since this has happened. I imagine you have hundreds, if.
I mean, I since I walked back, I've been pulled this direction. I haven't had a chance to look at my phone.
Oh, wow.
I will say this, and maybe I shouldn't, because maybe this is gonna peeve Bobby Roode a little bit, but I did get a call from Hulk Hogan today, early in the day, just again reiterating the confidence he had in me, respecting the decision I made after the position he put me in. And honestly, if you grew up like I did watching wrestling in the early 80s, to have someone like Hulk Hogan call your phone and give you a little root or a little cheer along the way, that obviously was a little inspiration. So, brother, glad I can make you proud.
Hey, I'll tell you what, when we were going to those shows at the Met Center watching him compete.
That's right.
The little
Who would have thought, right?
Who would have thought, here we are.
Thought.
Congratulations. Wow, couldn't happen to a better guy. Austin Aries, new world heavyweight champion here As part of Destination X, we're wrapping it up tomorrow. Back to
Champagne
you.
time.
Let's go.
Here
Let's
we
go
go.
party.
Woo.
TNA Today returns Tuesday with another great guest. We will see you then. From Orlando, Florida, it's JB Jeremy Borash for TNA Today.